ஆழ்வார் எம்பெருமானார் ஜீயர் திருடிகளே சரணம், ஜீயர் திருடிகளே சரணம். Adhyayana Utsavam is a very important Utsavam in our Sri Vaishnava Sampradayam. It is an Utsavam which is specifically observed to celebrate Nammalvar ascending to Sri Vaikuntham, Nammalvar's Pasurams and other Alvar's Pasurams. This is celebrated for about 20, 21 or 22 days depending on different Divadeshams. This Utsavam originated in SrIrangam. Back in the days of Tirumangayalvar, Parakala Swami, one time during a Kartikai Deepotsavam, he went to Namperumal Sri Ranganatha and asked Sri Ranganatha to recognize Nammalvar, that is Shatakopa Swami, his Prabandhams to be equivalent to Vedams. And Tirumangayalvar also requested Sri Ranganatha to listen to Nammalvar's Pasurams during the Vaikuntha Ekadashi time, which was when Nammalvar ascended to Paramapadam, Sri Vaikuntham. Sri Ranganatha accepted Tirumangayalvar's request. He at once asked his Kaikaryaparas, all his servitors, to go to Alvar Tirunagari, and he ordered them to bring Nammalvar's divine Vigraha, divine form, to SrIrangam and to celebrate this Vaikuntha Ekadashi Utsavam for 10 days, where he will listen to Nammalvar's Pasurams. Based on that order, all the servitors from SrIrangam went to Alvar Tirunagari, which is the birthplace of Nammalvar, and informed all the Kaikaryaparas in Alvar Tirunagari about Sri Ranganatha's divine order. Being very pleased, the Kaikaryaparas from Alvar Tirunagari brought Nammalvar's divine form, and all of these Kaikaryaparas together carried that divine form to SrIrangam on a pilgrimage. They all walked from there all the way from Alvar Tirunagari to SrIrangam. And after they reached SrIrangam, Sri Ranganatha welcomed Sri Nammalvar and ordered the start of Adhyayana Utsavam on the Vaikuntha Ekadashi day. This is the brief history of how this Adhyayana Utsavam celebration commenced in our Sri Vaishnava Sampradayam. Back in those days of Tirumangayalvar, it was only celebrated for 10 days. It was Tirumangayalvar's divine wish that just as there is Adhyayana Kalam and Anadhyayana Kalam for Vedam, that is the time when they recite Vedam, and there is a time when they don't recite Vedam. Similarly, he wanted this Alvar's Pasurams also to have similar setup. So this whole Adhyayana Utsavam was arranged and started by Tirumangayalvar. Now we are going to see how this Adhyayana Utsavam is celebrated in SrIrangam Dividesham in the present times, starting from back in the old days. So as we saw, initially it was celebrated for 10 days. After some time, this practice stopped. There was a dark age, dark period in Sri Vaishnava Sampradayam where we don't know what happened. Subsequently, Sriman Nathamunigal revived this Sampradayam and he established all the norms in the temple in SrIrangam based on getting direct instructions and guidance from Nammalvar. We all know the story, the incidents clearly, as already explained in previous videos. Sriman Nathamunigal, desiring to arrange adhyayana uthsavam to be celebrated, glorifying the pasurams of all the Alvars, he reorganized the adhyayana uthsavam similar to how it was done in the past by bringing Alvars, Nammalvar's divine form from Alvar Tirunagari to SrIrangam. But he changed it slightly that before Vaikunta Ekadashi for 10 days, Mudalayiram and Irandamayiram, these 2000 pasurams were recited in the first 10 days. During 10 days starting from Vaikunta Ekadashi, Tiruvaimozhi was recited. And then on the next day, Iyarpa 1000 pasurams are recited. This was the way it was arranged by Sriman Nathamunigal. Sriman Nathamunigal established the Arayar Sevai in SrIrangam. He taught these pasurams along with music to two of his nephews, Thirdayagathalwan and Melayagathalwan. Also, Sriman Nathamunigal's grandson Yamunacharya and such Yamunacharya's son Tiruvaranga Perumal Arayar, he also had learnt this Arayar Sevai. This Arayar Sevai is a combination of three types of fields in Tamil literature: Iyal, Isai and Natakam. Iyal is prose, Isai is poem and Natakam is drama. Sriman Nathamunigal taught these to his nephews and his descendants. So we have few families back in the days of Yamunacharya who were well versed in this Arayar Sevai. So Arayar Sevai includes three sections. First, recital of the pasurams with thalam, that is cymbals, in their hands. And then there is the singing of pasurams, and then there is, so this is the first part, singing of pasurams with cymbals in their hand, that is talam in their hand. The second part is explaining the meanings of pasurams, and then the third part is enacting the meanings of the pasurams through hand movements, facial expressions and so on. So these three sections are part of Arayar Sevai, and this Arayar Sevai plays a very significant role in this adhyayana utsavam, especially in SrIrangam, which is the root Dividesham of our Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya, which is the primary Dividesham in our Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya. In SrIrangam, inside the Aryapatal entrance, there are multiple layers, multiple entrances leading into SrIrangam, Dividesham, sanctum, sanctorium, the inner sanctum. So in that there is an entrance called Aryapatal entrance. Inside this entrance, only Arayar Swamis, these Arayars who are dedicated Kankiryaparas for reciting pasurams, only they can recite pasurams in front of Sri Ranganatha inside that Aryapatal entrance. Outside that only Adhyapakas will recite pasurams. This is the tradition. So throughout this utsavam, adhyayana utsavam, these Arayar Swamis, they will recite pasurams for the pleasure of Sri Ranganatha. Now during Bhagavad Ramanuja's time, he made another change in this adhyayana utsavam. Till that time, Nammalvar's divine form would be brought from Alvar Tirunagari and adhyayana utsavam will be celebrated in SrIrangam. Everyone will gather here, and subsequently, once the utsavam is over, Nammalvar will return to Alvar Tirunagari. Seeing the difficulties in bringing Nammalvar's divine form all the way from Alvar Tirunagari to SrIrangam, seeing that there are problems like robbers coming and robbing the wealth on the way to SrIrangam, Bhagavad Ramanuja decided that this will be celebrated in each Dividesham separately. So in SrIrangam, he consecrated divine forms of Nammalvar, Tirumangai and so on. And then he arranged the adhyayana utsavam separately in SrIrangam, separately in Alvar Tirunagari, separately in other Divideshams. So at that time also 21 days celebration was happening. Subsequently during Parashara Bhattar's time, Parashara Bhattar was the divine son of Kuresha Swami. During his times, Parashara Bhattar went to Melkotai, Tirunarayanapuram. He defeated a Mayavadi scholar, Advaiti scholar named Madhavacharya, and he made him a great Sri Vaishnava. On his return here, he found out that was the day before the commencement of Adhyayana Utsavam. Bhagavan, Sri Ranganatha, being very pleased with Parashara Bhattar's accomplishment, he ordered Parashara Bhattar to come in front of him. He asked how he defeated Madhavacharya, and Parashara Bhattar told he used Tirunedandandagam, Prabandham of Tirumangai to establish Bhagavan's supremacy and establish the philosophy. Being very pleased with Parashara Bhattar, Sri Ranganatha ordered him to recite Tirunedandandagam and commence the Adhyayana Utsavam there. So from that time onwards, the practice of reciting Tirunedandandagam the day before Adhyayana Utsavam's commencement became a norm here. Subsequently, commentaries for Divya Prabandham Pasurams came about. Nampillai, Periyavachan Pillai, they all had given beautiful commentaries for Alvar's Pasurams. These were taken and incorporated into a special Vyakhyanam named Tambiran Padi Vyakhyanam, which is used by Arayar Swamis while explaining the meanings for Pasurams. In this manner, Adhyayana Utsavam is celebrated in a grand manner for 22 days in SrIrangam Dividesham.
ஆழ்வார் எம்பெருமானார் ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம், ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம்.
To learn such valuable information about our Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya, please download KOYIL KOYIL app from Google Play Store or Apple App Store. Our website is koyil.org, KOYIL.org.